What's going on, guys? It's WyzDM, and this is gonna be an awkward video to make, but it's a video. It's a video I have to make. It's not a video that I ever thought I would need or would look forward to doing, but it's got to get done. And I'll just say it. I'm gonna address where the hell have I been? I haven't streamed. I haven't uploaded for pretty much October. I've been cold for several weeks on all my socials. And some of you have taken to even message me and ask me about that, which honestly means a lot to me. And I answered to a select few of you as to like what exactly was going on, but that's what this video is going to address. I'm just going to talk about it right now. Let everybody know what happened. So there's no confusion. There's no questions left unanswered. This is it. And so it all started at the start of the summer. I moved in with we'll call him my former friend Dilbert, and we'll get to why he's my former friend in a second. And so I had known Dilbert from college. He was my dungeon master for a couple years. I moved into his apartment. We had plans that in a few months after the summer, we would look to get a larger place for the both of us. This would be good because it would have more space for cats. We could use a room to do tabletop stuff because we like to play board games and Dungeons and Dragons, and so that would be good stuff. So all that was good, except problems started to come up right away. My streaming at night would wake him up, and he'd get really angry over it, especially since he had to wake up in the morning for work, and I understood that. So I tried to be as quiet as possible. And it was not enough. No matter what I did, if I tried to do anything at night, it was always just too loud for him. Even if he had alarms set for 3-4 o'clock to wake up in the morning, multiple alarms, and sometimes it would go off in the weekend too. And I would tell him like, why is an alarm going off at like 3 in the morning on a Saturday? Because that's waking me up. And he would brush it off. He would just dismiss it. He wouldn't answer it. And so, anyway, so he took it upon himself to cut my internet from midnight to 6 a.m. And that kind of fucked me up. So I started looking for places to move, obviously, because that was hurting me being able to stream. During certain periods of the day. If I was closing, I couldn't stream when I got home. And if I had a morning shift, I couldn't stream before then. So it really only meant I could stream on days off and in the afternoon or in the morning if I didn't have work until later. And then the cats, they didn't like Dilbert. Dilbert was not very nice. I wouldn't say he was like physically abusive, but like if a cat needed to use the litter box that I had in the bathroom and Dilbert wanted to use the bathroom, he would kick the cat out of the bathroom first and then use it. And I asked him, I was like, why can't the cat use it when you're in there? And he's like, no, I'm in there. So again, unreasonable. So because of this, the cats just didn't take too fondly of him. My oldest, Milo, who is sleeping soundly behind me, he would start hissing at Dilbert. And in return, this only further frustrated Dilbert. I tried to make amends. I offered Dilbert, hey, why don't you give them some good treats, spend a little bit of time, playing with Milo. He's really nice cat, and I've never really seen him behave aggressively towards anybody. And instead he said, no, if he doesn't want to be my friend, I'm not going to be his friend, which in turn made two of them natural enemies. So because Milo would oftentimes hiss and be very territorial about where he was in his own apartment, I would get home from work and the cats would get locked up in my bedroom. And so I'd asked him about this. I said, well, why are you locking the cats up? He's like, well, because they're terrible. And they're not terrible. He's just terrible to the cats. So one time, Milo had, during the time I was at work, again, because he's not happy, he took a nice little pee on Dilbert's bed. And so I've only heard about it when I got home. And he threatened to throw the cats out to the street if I did not find a home for them or someplace else for them in the next day. And I said no. I'm looking to move. All of this had been building up, so I had been looking to move already for another couple weeks. I said, look, I'm looking to move. I'm going to keep them in my room. You won't ever see them. You won't ever see me, and I'll be out at the end of the month. And so this happened pretty much in the start of October, end of September, and that's pretty much what I had to do. I had to live with a litter box feet from my head. Cats couldn't leave my bedroom. They were cooped up there all day, all night. I had food and water. I made sure that, they were, at least they got some activity. I would try to sneak them out into the living room when he wasn't home. But for the most part, he was a complete control freak, took control over the entire situation. And because it was his place, I was kind of stuck. Obviously I didn't want to move into a larger apartment that wasn't going to fix these problems. I just learned, unfortunately too late, that he was just a narcissist. And that's all I have to say. I finally moved out, though. I'm with two really good friends of mine, actually. And they're great people. You might even see them show up on stream because I've known them for a while. We've done, longer than I've known Dilbert for. So, I trust them with a lot more as well. They also love cats, even though they are semi-allergic to them. But Milo's here. He's never thrown a hissy fit at them. It's been a couple days we've moved in. I just set up internet the other day. And I will have a few days off coming up where hopefully I can stream. I've been working a lot more both to pay for moving out and saving money, but also I had a ton of car repairs I had to get fixed, and I needed to use my car in order to work. But that's pretty much the end of the story. The happy ending, though, is that I have moved. I'm with better people. I'm in a better place. Things are going to be better. Obviously, because, this is a bigger place. I do have 2 new roommates, but as far as, money goes, I'm not going to be able to stream full-time like I was doing. But I will still be back to streaming as much as possible, and because that's still what I want to do. I never wanted to stop streaming. I just couldn't. I had my internet cut, and I had to look to move, and I needed expenses to pay for, and streaming doesn't pay for that. If I wanted money, I wouldn't be a streamer. I would stay working. So that's what I had to do the last 3-4 weeks to save up to do this, and that's what I did. So. But I love you guys. Thanks again for everybody who messaged me, who asked how I was, who asked, what was going on. And again, I just didn't want to announce this right away or even try to stream on, a day off I had from work, just because any time I was using to devote myself to get out of the situation as soon as possible. I was just visiting leasing office after leasing office, trying to talk to people who were renting out and, just get myself out of there as fast as possible. And I also needed money, so I was working nonstop, just, making sure that I had the, financial stability to be able to move out on my own if I needed to. So yeah, happy ending though. I'll be seeing you guys soon, both on the Summoner's Rift. I haven't played League in like 20 days. I'm going to be so rusty. And I've been doing a lot more Among Us. I'm looking to make a couple Among Us videos for this week. Talk to my editors about that, and we'll get things back rolling. So, yeah, 2020's been a hell of a year. We've had ups and downs, but, just staying on the strong side of things, and that's where we're going to leave it. So, thanks, guys. WyzDM out.